Okay. Yeah, the mic went on.
Yeah, the mic went on.
That's what it was.
Got to
That's what
catch
it
that.
was. Okay. So I saw a clip recently, a little Boosie on Glad because he's always on Glad for some fucking reason. This nigga's always on fucking Glad. But I saw an episode a skit. I mean a clip of Boosie on Glad, and Glad asked him how he felt about the thug situation and snitches. And Boosie said, "This is why I like Boosie because he retarded, but this is why I like it because he always says some real ass shit." He said, "Vlad, why would you ask me that?" He said, "You can't ask no real nigga no question like that." He said, "Because we come from a different way of life. 99.999% of the people that are online don't come from the life that we come from. So to ask somebody who comes from that life in real life to speak to an audience that 99.9% of them people are not going to understand what I'm saying, bro, you're going to make me look like a hater. I'm going to look like a hater." And when he said that, it's been having me thinking since he said that, because I really had to put myself in perspective. I was like, damn, I actually am qualified to speak on this. I didn't think I was for a very long time. I didn't think I was even qualified to speak on situations like this with the Young Thug, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually qualified to speak on that. And that's why I understand what Boosie said. Because it's one thing, like you can tell when a nigga ain't been through something. I don't care how, whatever he is. You can tell when a nigga ain't been through something. And I realized that because of a video I just did recently where I was talking about the Thug situation. I said, for me, I've been through a situation with Thug, and the only reason, and I remember thinking that the only reason why I wasn't able to, the reason why I was able to survive that situation, unlike these niggas, was because I remember thinking, I've been through this before. So they can't trick me. They can't say this and say that, and oh, but I've been here before. And that's not a good thing. That's not good. To have been through that situation so many times, by the time it got that serious, I was like, this is nothing. That's not good. Because the niggas who were around me who seemed like they should have understood did not understand. Which is why I'm here and they're not. And there's no paperwork on anything that I've ever said, ever. Because I didn't say nothing. I wish they, look, if they pull up the video of investigation room that I was in, when I was talking, I'm going to pop. Because I was in there talking cash shit. Like, literally, like, talking crazy to this nigga. Because who you talking to? Like, who the fuck you think I am? But the crazy part is I remember thinking the only reason I'm able to speak like this is because I've been here before. Not because I'm tough, not because I'm street, not because I'm gangster. I just been here before. And I also remember when I got out of that situation, because they didn't let me go till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I sat there for hellas because they tried to sweat it out. Still didn't say shit. So they let me go 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody sleep. I had no way home. So I had to walk to the crib from downtown St. Louis with no money. Because I had literally just got out of jail like the day before that. So, and they picked me right up. So, and I was thinking on the way home, I remember thinking, and I was like, this is why I'm really, really uncomfortable around street niggas. Because y'all not gonna be able to handle what I just handled. Niggas ain't built for that. They're not. Because the only reason I was able to do it is because I did it before. Not because I was built for it. I had just done it so many times, it was nothing. But niggas ain't built for this. This ain't, no. Like when you in them rooms and them people telling you this, that, and the other, bro, unless you actually experienced or read it for yourself or have a law degree, you don't know. You don't know. And psychology is a motherfucker. And they know that. That's why they play on it. That's why legally, it's in documents, legally, that police can lie to you. Legally. They can lie to you to get you to snitch on yourself.
Yeah. Niggas don't know that.
Well.
They come in the room and be like, yeah, we got you doing this, and your partner said this, and we gonna give you this many years, and they're gonna be like, shit, I know who did that.
I know who did. That's
y'all
what they
gonna
do.
tell.
Because they gonna start making up shit that sound good. Oh yeah, so because they said they did it to me. So what's up with them? So what's up with them weapons that's in the music videos? They did it to me. I don't know. I didn't know nothing about y'all watching our music videos or the fact that y'all knew I wasn't doing music or none of that. So for me, as a quote unquote street nigga, I would, if I hadn't known no better, I would have been like, damn, they been watching me. So I can't lie because they been watching me. That's how niggas think. They get to thinking, oh, I can't lie because they been watching me. What guns in the music videos? Oh, those are props.
Props.
Those are props.
I don't know what you talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. So you don't know whether or not those are his guns or not. I was like, why would I know? I literally specifically remember this saying this. Why would I know how many guns or whether or not another man has a gun or not? That's like asking another man whether or not he has, how many pairs of drawers he got. I remember saying that specifically. That's like asking a man what type of drawers, how many drawers he got. How the fuck would I know whether or not he has a gun or how many guns he got? Why would I know that? That's my nigga. We do music. Period. And I just got out for a bunch of traffic tickets, so y'all ain't got nothing else on me. So what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't there. Don't know nothing about what you're talking about. So you just gonna lie? Yeah. So you know what's gonna happen? Yeah, I'm aware. I'm well aware of what's gonna happen with no evidence. You niggas is getting sued. That's what's gonna happen. See, you gotta know how to talk. Like you gotta know what to say because they plan on the fact that niggas be stupid. And clearly, they are. But that brings me to the Charlie Kirk situation. That's why that situation scares me because I don't like how loud niggas are with their happiness of somebody being assassinated.
No, I don't like that either.
More people are Young Thug than they realize. They're talking too much. Mm-hmm. They're talking too much. Because what's going to happen is, this is why I had to do my research. So in 1917, and I had to realize that I have to speak from experience. I'm from Belleville. You know that. Born in Belleville. In 1917, July 1st, I believe, were the East St. Louis riots.
Yeah.
In the early 1900s, because of the industrial boom, there was a lot of businesses.
Black businesses.
Well, actually, what happened was, there's a nuance to that. I'm glad you said that. So, there was an economic boom that was happening in Illinois. They were doing really well. Uh-huh. A lot of black people were moving from the South, which is why most St. Louis people are so damn country. Most of our families were moving from the South to escape oppression and Jim Crow. So they came to Illinois, St. Louis to get to these jobs. And what was happening is the businesses were doing the same thing that they're doing now with the immigrants. Yes. They were using black people because black people needed jobs to employ them. So then that way, when the white workers went on strike, they was like, well, I don't give a fuck. We still moving because these black people need jobs. So they don't give a fuck. So from there, and may I add, some of the people that were leaving were immigrants as well. I don't know how people want to play that in there, but they were immigrants. Anywho, so because all this was happening, rumors started bubbling that black people were committing crimes and murdering white people.
Yes.
Rumors.
You talking about East St. Louis still?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Rumors said that they were doing this.
Yep.
So from the 1st to the 3rd, white people decided to rally and murder a bunch of niggas.
You know the military help?
Of course, they always help.
They always help.
But that's to your point, what you were saying earlier about how there have been Democrats who have been attempted to be assassinated. There have been people who have been assassinated on the other end, and nobody's saying anything. Yeah. That's why I don't like how loud people are being about it. Because you're letting them know what to do. You're letting them know how to play this. And you're letting them know as soon as you get... Why do you think they keep comparing Charlie Kirk to a Malcolm X and a Martin Luther King? Because they wish you would make another one. If y'all so happy about Charlie Kirk getting popped, make another one. See what we do.
See, that's
and you can't be mad because we gotta accept. Remember, y'all niggas be saying rage bait. Everything is rage bait. You gotta calm down. You and your feelings. It's you. Because it's, you know what I'm saying? Well, why you mad now? Y'all was celebrating before. Why you mad now? Because that's what I be seeing it happen in totality with the internet. The internet does it all the time. You can be a straight man and tell me that it makes you uncomfortable when me saying gay jokes towards you, but if you get mad, you let me rage bait you. And they downplay it. Even though that's just plain disrespectful. That's just like me telling you, Well, that's like you telling me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't curse in front of my mama. But as soon as you take me to your bird crib, I'm just cursing up a fucking storm because that's what I do. And I don't care about what
And I'm
you
getting pissed the
said.
fuck off. You gonna say it's rage bait?
You gonna say it's rage bait?
The internet.
So it's like, at what point do we have common decency? I didn't fuck with nothing that Charlie Kirk said.
No,
This is not the cake for him at all. But it's an understanding of, like I say, I'm really starting to see what my place is in the world because I'm seeing like the pattern. Like, I'm not even seeing some of our political leaders that should be saying this say this.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody saying this. I'm seeing everybody get mad. And, yay, Charlie Kirk did. Huh? Yeah, they do that every time. The LA riots, the Mike Brown situation, like they keep doing that every single time. Something happens and we get to yaying about it, they find an excuse to do it back. To keep disenfranchising niggas, to keep them separated, to keep them angry. Because I know niggas right now, it's men and women right now who I saw. This is why I have not been on Facebook none today. Because yesterday I saw men and women. One of them was on Instagram, one of them was on Facebook, specifically share a post about basically saying Charlie Kirk deserved that because he said black people don't deserve reparations.
I don't think he deserved it. It's
horrible.
Deserved it.
I said what I said on my story. I posted a video of something Malcolm X said. I left it at that. That's all I got. That's all I got for him. But reparations are a payment of work that you've done. That you feel like you're owed. The dude and the girl both owe me money. And shared a post about reparations, and we're happy that Charlie Kirk passed away. Which is weird. Because you didn't pay back what you were owed. Matter of fact, you doing what you do is why I have the Charlie Kirks and the Charleston Whites of the world. Because they'll get pointing out that and being like, how dare you talk about what we doing, and you can't even child still. Y'all don't treat each other right.
I love that you brought reparations. I came wanting to talk about that as well. Statistically, back in the 70s, I want to say people around in the 30s, like around your age, 30s, from 30 to 40. Sorry. No, you wanted the 30s. People in the 80s. I'm talking about the 80s. In the 80s, people around your age group, whites and blacks had a differential about 180 grand in the, how much they're worth. So back then, they was worth about 180 grand more than us. That same group of people that were 30 years old back then, about 70 now.
Okay.
They're about 70 now. They're worth 1.5 million more than those same blacks that were. So that's the gap of their generational wealth.
Right.
Us being oppressed for so long, we couldn't, build generational wealth like them. They built $1 million more than the same people, their age group, that are dark skinned, our grandparents. They established 1.5 million, maybe 4 million, 1.4 million more dollars than them. And that's the differential in the wealth gap. That alone tells you we're fucking oppressed to this day. To this day, yeah, because Charlie Wilson, Jesus Christ. Charlie Kirk was big on there's rich people that, why don't you gotta get a job? Why can't you go get a job? Why can't you go do this?
Yeah, the black conservative.
We're talking about, well, generational wealth wise, your kind has more than us because it started from the fucking 40 years ago and they built generations worth. We didn't have the opportunity.
Yeah.
We never have. And we're still getting oppressed. We still get oppressed.
Yeah.
This conversation alone is fucking oppressing. No, seriously.
It's oppressing.
The fact, it's like depression. But it's oppressing.
You silly. Kinda.
It's oppressing.
Kinda. So it's like, but that's why, for me, it's more so, okay, so we see the pattern, we see the problem, we see what it is. So what are we gonna do? Because me personally, I'm at least putting this into the atmosphere and into the spaces that I'm saying that it's not in. Because, like I said, I'm a little disappointed in a lot of the bigger black creators. because I feel like some of them should know what I'm saying. Some of them are older than me and really should know what I'm saying. That's what's a little weird to me. Some of them are my age, so and maybe some of y'all don't know because I remember some of y'all didn't pay attention when I was paying attention. And people's lives would be a little bit different. Some of them are younger. I totally get y'all. Y'all didn't experience it, so I get that. The older people, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Have we not seen this game before? We've seen this play happen over and over and over and over again. There's a reason why when we talk about what happened to Martin Luther King, certain people can't go into details. There are certain people who are relevant in the world right now who were a part of that. So that's why I find it very interesting when I watch some of these creators of these conversations that people are having. I'm like, I know y'all smarter than me. I'm not saying it's like I'm smarter than somebody. I know y'all clearly. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got degrees and some shit. So I'm just speaking from the average, hey, I'm just a retired drug dealer. I'm just a retired street nigga. That's why I say, as far as certain conversations, I feel like I'm obligated to at least ask questions. Mm-hmm. Like, what's up with that? Like, why y'all doing that? Again, what are we doing? Again? Like, we've been here before.
White martyr activists, right-wing MAGA activists
are going to use this as an excuse like they did with that January 6th shit to storm the Capitol. And now Donald Trump has to send niggas to St. Louis because, bro, what are we doing?
He's sending niggas everywhere.
He's sending the military. Bro, the military is in, bro.
The feds.
The golden, what was that restaurant?
The golden
apple?
Golden apple. Yeah, they got fucked. I think we talked about this on the podcast already, but we can remind y'all again. They raided neighborhoods too in St. Peter's. And St. Peter's is a good neighborhood. Shut that bitch down. Just to get these Mexicans out. But he doing it in every major city. It ain't just St. Louis. He doing it in every major city right now.
I know.
And nobody talking about it. Governor Newsom was on his ass though.
Because people like to be outraged and they play into that. They use fear every time. Because people see the thing about it. The reason why they'll blow up what's happening with Charlie Kirk and not what's happening with everybody else, because if you see it on a large scale across the board, then it forces you to think critically. You have to take your emotions. If you start realizing like, dang, you know what I'm saying, there's a certain amount of people that look like me that's doing this too, or there's a certain amount of people over there that's doing this, and this. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta step back and look at some stuff. I gotta reevaluate myself. And a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people just want to be angry.
Yeah, we already outnumbered.
In what?
Too many white fucking Americans. So many white Americans to the fact where like when Charlie Kirk dies, that overshadows every other issue in the fucking world.
If we say so.
What you mean?
Because black people control media. Whether they want to agree to that or not.
That's real shit. We are like the leading entertainer and shit. Yeah.
Culture-wise, our culture influences everything. So if we collectively say some shit, then it collectively turns into... If black people collectively be like, bro, we don't fuck with this. That's not cool. We don't rock with it.
That's just about 10% of America. If every black person did that.
Yeah, but we run to what y'all do and what y'all say out loud.
MAGA still gonna post Charlie Kirk and compare him to Malcolm X.
That's because collectively all niggas haven't said that's a problem. It's still niggas on the other side is a bunch of Uncle Ruckuses.
It is.
So that's why as a collective, no. They always look to us. Bro, I've been to jail. They look to us every time. Like when you strip people away from of all of their accolades and names and all that, and they just a number, where you see how human beings really act.
And a fascist still gonna be a fascist.
Out loud, if he feels safe, if he feels safe to say that bullshit. That's why old people used to say, and I used to not want. I swear to God, I didn't know this until I got older. Why older people would always say, you know what I'm saying? Some shit you just need to keep to yourself. Some stuff you just need to keep that in. Every feeling that you have don't need to be told by everybody. I'm starting to realize why they say that. Because what you say is more powerful than what you think. And of course, the media is going to tell you what you think is more powerful than what you say.
Hell no.
Because your brain is powerful. It is. But you can think a whole bunch of shit.
But you can bring that shit out. If you bring out every thought, you probably could.
Yeah, because then eventually you're just talking.
I know people, yes. I was gonna say, I know people just be talking, just thinking and just talking. You know, you're supposed to think first.
Yeah, then do.
then act based on that.
Yeah, niggas don't be
If it's
doing
rational.
that. Yeah, niggas don't be doing that. That's because niggas don't be thinking.
People emotionally think too. Like,
That's true.
people emotionally think, and making actions under the emotions is not a wise decision
Ever.
ever.
It's always bad.
You always gonna crash out, and if you don't crash out,
But, well, actually, I was just thinking about that. To your point, though, I think there's a difference between being in your feelings and being passionate. And I think it's a very fine line between that, and people don't understand how to balance that because you don't have a lot of discipline. So I think that's what that is. Because I've done that a lot. Where I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just passionate about what I'm saying. They like, nigga, but you're yelling at me. And it's like, okay, my bad. I gotta find a way. But then I didn't realize it was so funny. I didn't realize till one day I was on mushrooms. And I was quote unquote fussing at somebody. But it was for some odd reason they could hear me. And I'm like, I've said this a billion times. Why can you hear me now? Like I've said this same thing a billion times. And then I started realizing, oh, it's the energy. It's me. It's almost not even what you're saying. It's the energy. You cannot meet hate with hate. Like you just can't be in your feelings. You can be passionate about something. And that's what the difference was. Like when I was on mushrooms, I'm just passionate. You can just feel that. So you can feel my emotions. But when I'm not, you just feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you just in feels. And that can be taken any different direction. People understand passion. Everybody don't understand feelings. You know what I'm saying? So, which is why we like superhero movies. Everybody likes superhero movies. So, I niggas really need to sit the hell down and sit the hell still, like in real life. People need to sit down with this all of this, because I'm telling you, for a dude, you almost gonna turn him into a martyr by doing that.
Who?
Charlie Kirk.
No, I just told you he's a martyr. He is a martyr, Scotty.
I'm not agreeing to that because
We don't
I
have
don't want to give it power.
That's what I'm saying. Like you say,
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. That's legit. You saying if niggas we don't get that power, we don't go with that power.
Right.
But it's done. It's done. Like I just said, this white activist MAGA extreme fascist is now a martyr. He died based on what he believed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's why my mama told me he got shot. I'm mad. Y'all made him a martyr. Like he's a martyr now. I'm not. We don't gotta classify that.
By definition. Yeah.
By definition, he's literally a martyr. Yeah. He's literally a martyr. So they take that and that's why I say they comparing him to the greatest martyrs of all time. They're all niggas. They're all because that's what we do. Y'all take us and then y'all flip it into making a white thing. Y'all whitewash every fucking thing. Yeah. Y'all whitewash Martin Luther King's death. There's no comparison. No, there's no comparison. You're comparing Martin Luther King, the most peaceful nigga of niggas. Like he didn't want to even fight with y'all niggas. He just was like, hey, just treat us right. Like Michael Mason was like, hey, do what y'all gotta do. like Michael Mason was a real nigga with it. Like he was like, do what y'all gotta do. Yeah. Martin Luther King wasn't even like that. Even as y'all was eating niggas with dogs, super spraying them with the fire hydrants and shit. Martin Luther King was still like peace and love, y'all. And you're comparing fucking Charlie Kirk, who says fuck niggas. You're a trans, fuck you.
That's what he said.
If you're a pilot and you're a black, I hope he's qualified.
I mean, but like I said, we've seen this play before. So at this point, so now I really sound like one of them. But so right now, what I would say is, black people need to get educated. They need to start protecting themselves. You need to get healthy. You need to start taking care of your family. You need to get your mental health together because they're playing into the fact that there are people who don't.
Yep.
Because the people who don't are going to come up with excuses for themselves to continue to do those things. And now we're all in danger because you're in your feelings and you're not thinking logically. Because logically, even if you didn't agree with me, that's not how to handle it. But the more we allow people to be in their feelings, the more we give room for things like that to happen. So that's what I'm saying. Hey,
hell yeah.
Drink water.
He said drink water. Go to bed at night.
No, please.
Eat your fruits and vegetables.
I got my smoothie.
And drink your smoothies.
Get some greens juice, my nigga.
My girl making her smoothies every day. I'm proud of her. She on her Scotty shit.
That's what's up.
I bet that's some tips to make how they make that shit better. How you do that shit.
What?
Whatever the fuck that's in that cup. However you do that shit, let me know, and I'm gonna tell her every ingredient, every step of the way, because that shit's fire. But anyway,
Yeah, it depends. Well, it depends on what you're trying to do.
yeah, just be healthy and think critical, because the world. I mean, that's why I don't want us to sit still. Like, I do like that these billionaires go into the Congress rooms and protesting and shit and letting people know what's really going on in life, because we don't know what's going on in life. For example, do you know that Poland is getting invaded?
Currently,
They're trying to invade Poland. They just sent 40,000 troops to the borderline because Russia coming. And no one's talking about it. You know I'm big on this shit. I told niggas they're gonna try to take Ukraine. All right, now we're on the fucking next country. Who's next? And I'm pretty sure it's a video on this motherfucking podcast somewhere. Me saying this before. Now they're going. They're trying to invade Poland, and it's like, damn, Trump, you're talking about Charlie Kirk. Fuck Kirk. Talk about fucking Russia. They're literally starting World War III, and we're allowing it because we're one of the bad guys. We're one of the bad guys. We were part of the ethnic cleansing in Gaza, free Palestine. We were part of the ethnic cleansing in Gaza. We paying Israel money to finish killing the niggas.
I was just laughing. I gotta clarify why I laugh, because I don't want that to get cut up the wrong way.
Yeah, they're gonna clip the fuck out of
They're
you.
gonna clip the fuck out of that. Because it made me think about when what's the dude name? SQC said that shit in front of Mr. Beast. He was just sitting there like,
damn.
Did you see that?
No, what'd he say?
You ain't see that?
I haven't seen that clip.
Oh my god, it was SQC, Aiden Ross, and Mr. Beast.
Sounds horrible, but what did he say?
Right, it was. SQC, they literally were in the middle of talking like he was just like free Palestine. And then they just stopped talking. And both of them looked at Mr. Beast like, so you ain't gonna say
that's sick.
So
why?
Then he said it again.
But why can't we just say free Gaza? Why can't you just say that? You wanna know why?
Because money. Because money.
You want that Jewish money.
Because people be invested in certain stuff, and certain phone calls can be made to stop certain things or move certain things because you talking about because people be in their feelings.
But you do got niggas like Speed. Speed be big on free Palestine. We saw him on a call with them girls. They was like Israel. They was saying Israel. He was like Israel. Okay, I will Israel. Right, that's what's like. You showing love to Israel. Like me, I don't do that. He's better than me. He show love to everybody. I'm big on fascists. Call them out. Yeah. You're not cool. You're not cool. Killing you ain't cool. Killing each other ain't cool. Kirk, but you're a fascist. You're not cool, gang. So Israel, you start on some fascist. Hey, wipe these niggas off, shit. What the fuck? And you call yourselves the motherland. For some reason, it ain't Africa. For some reason, you're in the motherland, and you're wiping niggas off in Gaza because they're darker than you, basically, and it's about money.
Oh, didn't they just fly some planes over there? Listen, he just flew some military planes over there and dropped a bunch of flyers that told everybody in there. I think they got like 24 hours to get out. I think that was yesterday.
And they probably got blew up by now. They've been doing that every other day. He been telling them to get the fuck out every day. Every day for years. Shit. I remember day one, he was like, "Yeah, y'all better get the fuck out, cause I'm finna eradicate y'all." But he used a different word, but I'm gonna just say eradicate. It was something worse than eradicate. Like, nigga was like, shit, I'm finna wipe y'all off. Like that ass on some villain off of anime shit. That ass, this nigga on some pain shit.
I don't think nothing worse than eradicate. That's a good word.
Yeah.
I mean, for a super villain.
Yeah, eradicate their ass. And he did pretty much blow up their entire country. But
I don't think of nothing. I can't think of nothing worse than eradicate. That's pretty bad.
It's an ethnic cleansing. So
yeah, that's pretty bad too.
He Aaron Yeager. They asses free Gaza.
That's crazy. They did. They do. They do.
And we're paying. Shit. Fucking send them money.
On some Full Metal Alchemist shit.
And we might not be sending Ukraine.
Y'all the state. We the state.
Damn right. We were villains. We're a villain. At least for the next few years, we're villains. And we kind of allowed it. We won't let this nigga win the presidency. Even though I'm a Democrat, so when I say this, I get called fucking crazy and shit. I do think this nigga be cheating.
You a Democrat?
I'm a Democrat. People who are not Democrats, as long as you're not Republicans, hard right Republicans, I can't even be next to you. I'm sorry. You hard rights, it's like we don't have the same dictionary. It's like y'all got your own dictionary. Y'all got your own education system. It's like Trump is God. In fact, it's like I don't praise. Like I don't praise Barack Obama.
I feel that.
They praise Donald Trump. They don't even know shit but Donald Trump. If you go to them and ask them a simple question, you can walk up to a nigga from MAGA and ask them, like, why is the 24-hour cycle a 24-hour cycle? Like, where did that come from? Instead of saying something like, gravity or rotations, common words like that, they'll say some crazy shit about Donald Trump. Like, I'm dead ass. Like they'll just bring up Trump in any aspect. That's their whole life, their whole education. I swear to God, it's all they fucking know. It's crazy as fuck. Like, we should go to a MAGA rally, interview them, and what these white dudes be doing. But we can't do that because we too black. But these white dudes, we ever see them go to the MAGA rallies, just ask them questions about their life, and they don't know nothing. Like, genuinely. And y'all biggest things when y'all racist, y'all have to say we miseducated and stuff like that. But y'all don't know shit.
That's what people do. They project.
Y'all don't know.
Yeah, they project. That's what I'm saying. All that stuff is mental health issues.
Mental health issues.
And people who know better, like I said, I guess would do better. But why do that when you can get a bag off getting views off that dumbass shit? Because ain't nothing you can do about it. That's what I said. I genuinely believe that at a certain point in life that people get to which you can. I think anybody can achieve it, but you'll get to a point in life where you genuinely realize, but that shit don't matter. You wanted to, but it don't. It would be nice. It sound good, but because really the only way to do it is to do it as a collective. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta get behind it. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can always do something. I ain't saying like you can't do nothing, but it's just I don't know. At this point, I would much prefer to. I think my contribution, I would like to just tell niggas to get money. Like niggas need to get, and I mean like, and because I genuinely want everybody to be rich. Like, if everybody was rich, then I think it would force them all to collectively have to understand what it is. Because of course, a lot of people gonna fuck it up, of course. But if everybody had the same bag for maybe like the first month or so, that would be an interesting play. Because I know a lot of people who I know a lot of people who used to be around me just because like talking about LLC sound good. And talking about starting businesses sound good. I just wonder, like, even on the reparation shit, I just wonder what would happen if we all got that money. Like, what would you niggas do? Would y'all really go do that shit y'all been talking about? I would. I think it'd be a lot of people like me too. So, but I think the shift would just, I don't know. That's really interesting. I genuinely think it would be like a huge shift in like consciousness and just thought process.
You would be smarter.
Because now you have to take accountability for the fact that you failed.
We could, I ain't gonna figure if we had the reparations type of thing, we'd be able to do things like education systems in the city.
Right.
We'd be able to bring in more money to the city. We're not gonna have the Beaumonts and the Bayshaws. We would have good schools in the city. We don't have that. We don't even have good schooling. So it's like, what do you expect from these poor kids who come from poverty, who come from oppression, who don't have no education because you send them to fucking Beaumont? And it's like, hey, some of these kids come out good, but most of these kids are not even educated enough to even, because they've been through so much shit and they can't even learn properly in school because niggas got to worry about their life in school. It's got to worry about that because it's oppression. It's all part of the oppression. And if we had some kind of reparations to where we have the financial reasons to not even be fucking so oppressed to where like we got to kill each other for $1, goddamn me, like we did 20, 30 years ago, niggas is killing each other and shit just because niggas is suffering. Yeah. That ass niggas is suffering, so niggas is just doing drugs. Niggas is just doing crazy shit. Mamas and daddies is separated because the mission. But it is, this is shit that we don't talk about, and this is shit that's gradually leading to all the way to fucking 2025.
Nah, I mean, it's I don't know. For me, it's really interesting because I don't know who I meet a lot of people who say we don't talk about it, but I just feel like we always talk about it. I know a lot of people that I'll be talking about that with. But like I said, I'm just thinking about my 20s right now and just how many people I've had conversations with about business who was just talking. Like, I just know a lot of people who have the information.
We don't have the opportunity, though.
Who don't?
We don't have their generational wealth.
But we could possibly have community if that was a real thing. Somebody said that the other day. I was watching somebody, I think it was, I forgot what the heck I was watching, but they were saying that community stuff that they pushed on us, that was the media pushing something on us that we never really, that wasn't really genuine like that. And when he said it, the way he articulated it was much better than I probably did. I probably said it stupid, but it just made me think about that. Like, I'm like, it do be a lot of nuances to it. I don't know. It just be making me mad because it's like, no, we don't have the financial resources. We don't. We don't. There are a lot of systems in place that are still, because that's what I find disingenuous about Black conservatives. You know, they'll act like there aren't systems in place that actually do keep Black people down. There absolutely is.
Uh-huh.
So if it, I genuinely wonder why. Then I've had this conversation with people so many times and nothing has come of it.
So if you hit reparations, you think niggas wouldn't go get that business?
Okay. So let's put it in perspective. Let's say that I got those reparations when I was, I don't know, let's say 23. Say I was 23, because I think that's when all of that stuff happened. 23, 24, something like that. I feel like I probably may have been in a Young Thug situation because I'm thinking about the thought processes behind the people that I was around. And when you say reparations, I'm just assuming, which is a kind of a slightly unfair assumption, but I'm just assuming it's like, okay, like a check towards everybody. Or just, even funding towards different educational systems and stuff like that, and schooling and stuff like that.
Some kind of funding.
Like, yeah, I'm just wondering how many people would go or how many people would actually do it. Because like I said, there's been numerous times. I remember even saying that when I went to college, like, bro, I came to college specifically just so I could have a degree so niggas will listen to me. Because I'm saying the same stuff that they're telling me in school, but niggas don't listen to me. So that's what I find interesting. And it really, like, it's just weird. It's just kind of weird. Because then I look at it, listen to people like Charleston White say the stuff that he's saying. He's like, y'all niggas don't do this, y'all niggas don't do that. And I'm like, bro, should nothing that he's saying be right? But some of it is, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Some of the stuff he be saying, unfortunately, has a point. That's the only reason why he's successful. Because there are people who can find some type of nuances and agree with him. When he left that HBCU and said, I'm not going to argue with you niggas, and they chased him down arguing, you're literally proving his point. The actions. I'm tired of people talking. The actions. The actions. Where are the actions? People be talking. People be wanting views, clicks, and likes. People do not really be about this shit. Because if you was about it, you'd be taking care of your brothers. The people that's in front of your face. That's right next to you.
Like, talking about the college kids?
Any Black person. Any person of ethnic anything.
I ain't gonna fake it. I don't know. I can't speak for nobody else. If I get a bag, my family good. My mama good. My son, we're building for your wealth now. If my granddaddy had got a bag, he would do the same fucking shit. If y'all didn't tear his shit down, if y'all go tear his shit down, he can't do it. But if y'all didn't tear his shit down, he would have built wealth for my motherfucking mama.
So that's why I use the time frame, because I wonder when would be the appropriate time to give people reparations. Because at this point, if you give it to these people,
and our first free people really was like our granddaddy now.
Yeah,
free niggas. I mean, like, not free people, because y'all whites was free, y'all. Anyway, but the niggas, the first free ones is like our granddaddy now. So if they had the same opportunity and the same, because some of them did get land. Like, I was just on this with my mama today. My grandma and my granny them had land. They had land in Halls, Tennessee. Okay. They're still trying to escape Jim Crow. You still have to escape Jim Crow. You still have this oppression that's on you heavily. So you still gonna move up north. My granddaddy come from Arkansas. You still gonna go up north. You're gonna go to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point earlier about Belleville and East St. Louis,
Mm-hmm.
that that's what they do. They Jim Crow migration. Niggas are migrated. We know this. Niggas migrated, and that's why you have in every major city you got these niggas in the north side, or you got these niggas stuck in the south side. And that's just the segregation line. Even when we migrated, we still got segregated. And that's part of your oppression as well.
Not particularly. What do you mean by segregated?
In every major city in America, you have 99% black here. The rest of the city is there.
So I think you're referring to redlining, which yes and no. Well, yes, that is true to a certain extent, but it wasn't necessarily just them like moving away from niggas. It was them not allowing niggas to be anywhere, and specifically like pushing them into a certain area, and then like
gang.
making that area a certain type of ecosystem for them to not be able to survive and be angry and all this, that, and the other.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. You just everything I said, you just kind of said for me in better words. Yeah, and everywhere.
I just like I say, it's like okay, I don't know. Like I heard what you're saying, but it's like I don't know. Maybe just because I'm just me. Maybe my experience is different. I just have had this conversation. Maybe because I'm this age too. I've had this conversation way too many times. Where I'm like, bro, we know this. Black, yes, we are jacked up, but it's too many niggas that I've been in the barbershop with who argue with me about these things. Because if you have the wherewithal, but if you have the wherewithal to argue with me, then why are we in the barbershop arguing, nigga? Why are we not doing something?
What like protest it, like make laws about it?
Anything to get some money. Anything.
Money, okay. Money isn't changing the fact that we haven't had reparations.
So what's the reparations that you're looking for then?
What you mean? So you basically saying you being independent, you get your own money reparations.
Yeah, I see how that sounds like that, but I'm saying
I'm just asking. Somebody know, because it do sound like that.
It does sound like that.
By reparations, I mean like the government giving us the equal opportunity that the white man had. They gave the Jews reparations. They give the Asians reparations. They even give the Earths reparations. They've given multiple species of reparations except the niggas. If we get that from some kind of form of in-depth payment that we are owed because we were slaves for how many years, but and after that, like I said, our granddaddy them, they got burnt down. They couldn't prosper. They were they're $1 million behind the white people that was their age.
Right.
So
I'm like, at this point,
the government give us something like that, yeah.
I just, like I said, through my experience of just living life, I don't think the mental health of anybody beyond our grandparents can handle any type of funding. Like they don't move like they want it. They don't. A bag would be nice, but what would they do with it? Like you said, they would feed their families and all this, that, and the other, even though niggas could start some shit right now.
Yeah.
Niggas could do some shit right now.
That's what I feel like.
So it's like people are waiting for. I get why them black conservatives get to sound like that. It's like, because to a certain extent they are. It's like you're waiting for somebody to give you something. And I'm not saying that you don't deserve it. That's the other part that I don't like that black conservatives don't say. They do deserve it. But my thing is, put it all in perspective. Our grandparents deserved it way more than we are, the way we're acting. And I'm putting myself included. Millennials, we don't deserve what? We don't act like
I told you why, though.
Oh, fair. But I also know that I've had way too many conversations with millennials my age who are aware of that and won't start a business with me and won't lift a finger to do nothing. Niggas won't even call to check on my mental health. But we know that these are problems. We all know that these are problems. So you're waiting on the government to do it for you.
Yeah, cooked.
Exactly. So what's the rest of the generation?
Reparations is about the fact that I believe the government should give us. I'm not saying like and do something about it. I want them to do something about it. Exactly. That's what reparations is, though. Reparations is something we believe it's not gonna happen. Right.
So what's next?
What you said, I guess we independently get it back because you know how difficult that is with no generational wealth.
Absolutely.
So you're saying like, and if we got the Jay-Z's, we get the Kendricks, we get the Drakes, we get the niggas. So it's like, okay, but that ain't me and you, and then that's just like 1% of or 10% of niggas. So it's like, and you gotta be like 6'8" and duck a basketball and shit to get that bag, and you gotta be, So it's like,
But my thing is that I still find it slightly unfortunate that it's niggas that I knew. Now I wasn't the best friend either, because a lot of it is mental health issues. We didn't get some of that stuff we could have fixed if we got along. A lot of those things we could fix because there are some people that's why I say when you reach a certain threshold it gets different, because there are some people like Kodak Black that's cool with oh my god, I forgot the man's name. I'm so fucking embarrassed. I should, because I really like him. Lamar Jackson. They went to school together.
yeah,
I'm talking about stuff like that.
those are artists.
Those are people
who are special people. I'm an artist, so I don't like to single myself out. Like, I'm an
glad
artist.
you said that.
But everybody don't have art talent. You feel me? So just because they don't have art talent to prosper in that artistry, like I just said, everybody ain't Jay-Z, everybody ain't Lamar Jackson. I said basketball, but Lamar's included. Everybody not them. So everybody can't excel in something that they.
But see, to me, that's a little unfair, because where was the niggas at before they became Kodak Black and Lamar Jackson? That's be my issue with niggas. It'd be like, we look at, because niggas used to say that about Michael Jackson. Oh, well, he's Michael Jackson. No, where was everybody at when his daddy was making them work every day, all day to be them people? They're not just random special people who just so happen to be talented. There's a lot of talented black people. That's the problem.
Michael
is not us being yes, the Jacksons. Yes.
Michaels. None of them was Michael.
The Jacksons.
I understand. They were working. I understand what you're saying about Joe. The Serena Williams and Venus Williams, that is the same. Another great example. We could bring it to her.
The list goes on.
Lonzo Ball and them daddy. Lonzo Ball and them daddy. I get that.
Bro, these niggas not sitting down normal, like just not doing nothing, and these just random people. Like, these people put in mad work.
Yes.
Mad work. So what I'm saying is, I'm looking at it like, I'm looking at it like, if you create an ecosystem where you don't necessarily need the powers that be, then you don't necessarily, then you can get to a place of a Jay-Z or a Drake or a Kendrick Lamar. Because my thing is, they are also not speaking on certain things for a reason. This is why I feel like I said, people talk too much, because they know that they're connected to certain people. So what they do is, when they get in these, I'm already rich, and now I actually can do something. So now when I get in these rooms, I know where to go. And so what I'm saying is, why can't all of us as black people see that, stop hating on any of these niggas, and be like, well, let's do the same thing. Let's go. Like, when we see the fucking ASAP mobs and all of that shit with Tyler the Creator and them niggas is doing, why don't we just do that? Why don't we look at what Kai is doing and be like, why can't we just do that? And we all create our own ecosystems where it doesn't matter. Whatever the fuck they got going on doesn't fucking matter. Because again, like I said, when you reach a certain platform, you're gonna start realizing they privatizing everything anyway. Yeah. And all of our friends who are rich, because they all got their own bag, all go to a specific private school anyway. They all go to the same fucking school, which is why, that's why Biggie and Mary J. Blige and Tupac and Jada Pinkett and all them motherfuckers know each other. Because they all went to the same damn school, the same art school. You just saying. Now, I'm not saying that their parents was rich, nothing like that, I'm saying...
You're saying a rarity, though.
Huh?
You want a rarity to be normal, though.
Exactly. Because it should be. Because we do it so often.
At that point, I understand what you're saying.
Because before, now, when I was younger, I don't think I could have said this. Now, I feel like there's been enough generations where I'm like, who?
Everybody can't be in the same school with Jada now. And Tupac.
Some of these niggas need to know that they don't deserve to go in there. Because I know you niggas. Look,
it's because they're oppressed. It's not the fact that I can't say that.
All these niggas ain't oppressed.
We are oppressed, my nigga.
They are.
I'm from the north.
I'm hip. But what I'm saying is, when I see exactly. So when we sit down with some of these niggas that we know,
yeah,
and we had these conversations with some of these niggas that we know.
Oh God, these niggas is miseducated as fuck, gang. That's part of the oppression.
In what aspect are you miseducated? Because niggas will sit here and try to argue with me about this shit.
I see
Like
what
they
you're
know what's
saying,
going
though.
on.
I get what you.
So if you know what's going on, why when I tell you what to do with your music career, you sit there on fucking Fortnite all day? Since you got the wherewithal to argue with me. If you got the wherewithal and the balls to think you got something to say about this fucking conversation and what's going on in politics, you get your stupid ass off fucking Fortnite and get a bag, my nigga, so we can get rich.
Oh God,
where we going? Like we can't do nothing about this shit that's going on right now. We need money. We're poor. All of us are fucking poor. But niggas be wanting to be with me at the fucking barbecue.
If we had reparations, we wouldn't have that issue.
It'd be 5 niggas in a fucking huddle with beers in their hand.
But hold on, do you agree with? So you do agree we deserve reparations?
Absolutely.
So, but we just don't see the fact that it's gonna happen. We just don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm over the dream. They not gonna keep selling me a dream. They not gonna keep selling me a dream.
I don't. Like I said, I don't expect them to give us reparations. But I like to think of myself as actors. I've always been like this since I was a little boy. Mm-hmm. But and that's one of the things I feel like I always will push. I don't care if I die and my kids gotta push it. I feel like niggas been through too much shit and they deserve reparations. Our grandparents deserved it first,
for sure,
indubitably. No, fuck that. The slaves that y'all freed, y'all should have gave them a bag when y'all freed them. Like, y'all do y'all best, y'all. Just so we can not, y'all prevented the 200 years of this shit.
This is the thing.
Y'all prevented so much of this shit.
But this is what I'm saying, though. There are actually like historical facts of that's what's supposed to happen. Like that's not even somebody's like opinion or we just deserve. No, there were things that was in place that was supposed to historically happen to get y'all these reparations, and it never happened.
Yes.
So I'm not finna be here now in 2025, 100 years later, still hollering about, hey, bro, what's up? Unless I got a bag to have a conversation with you, because at this point, that's what y'all basically keep telling me that that's all.
But some of us do now. To your point, some of us do now. Some of us and I can't say what Jay-Z feel about reparations. He's a fucking billionaire. But if some of us, if Jay-Z was to say some shit like
voting against it, why would he?
Why would he vote against it?
Why would he vote? Like, why would any black person, whether they like us or not, vote against that if you're benefiting?
So we're
gonna benefit too.
We got J-Nim, so we got the motherfuckers that we can say like, hey,
it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. I don't believe it's enough because it's so few of them that have the opportunity to be at odds, because not enough of the people, to me, not enough of the people are around them to have the bag to understand where the quote unquote person needs to be, because there always needs to be a quote unquote person. But if everybody's the person, and that's what I don't like, especially when it comes to like music shit and shit like that. That's why I did like what Atlanta was doing, and it's unfortunate what's happening now, because at one point everybody was that nigga. It wasn't a nigga. It was, bro, that nigga hard, and that nigga hard, and this nigga hard. Like everybody was, you didn't have like a Lil Baby fan and a gun nigga. You was just a fan of Atlanta niggas. Like you just fucked with them. Oh shit, 21 Savage. Yeah, I fuck with that nigga too. And it's like, oh, like Migos, I fuck with them niggas too. Like as far as the rest, I don't know how it was in Atlanta, but as far as the rest of the world, we just fucked with the niggas. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, and now it's fucked up that we now find out in hindsight there was a lot of shit going on behind that. But I'm just for me, I'm like, and maybe I'm living in a fucking fantasy world. It could just be me. But I'm like, bro, why can't we do that without all of the bullshit attached to it? Like, why is it when a nigga's coming up, you got like, bro, I know a nigga right now. Bro, my brother I was telling you about, it was a situation that he was in, where somebody was around him and he was right there in the producers, and they fucked it up. And it's like, bro, why do you have to use you like what is that? You don't feel bad? You don't even want to apologize? Like, bro, that's you, bro. You could have fucked up generational wealth right there. The generational wealth that you asking for, the reparation that you asking for. It was right there, the opportunity. God gave you the opportunity.
And we got work hard for
and you steady asking a white man like he died. That's why I thought it was funny that you said, like, is he baby Jesus? That's what they want you to think. They want you to think that these people are so superior.
Fuck no. I don't think these niggas are superior. That's why I'm saying don't compare this niggas to my niggas. That's why I'm saying do not compare this martyr. This martyr is a different type of martyr.
For sure.
He ain't no hero. I'm sorry. We have legit hero stories that y'all trying to throw this fascist and compare him to our hero stories. Nah, fuck that. We fighting for freedom, nigga. Fuck all that.
I agree, but
my nigga Martin Luther King wanted reparations. I'm going to talk the same shit.
See, that's a little bit different. See, you got to go into, you got to know your history. When Martin Luther King had got when what happened to him?
Yeah.
He was on his way to Washington because it happened in Memphis. He's on his way to Washington to talk about reparations. But what Martin Luther King was asking for is he was asking for fair wages for everybody that was poor, not just black people. It was not including black people because it was a lot of people in that specific march. Now, any other time,
big unity. I know,
but that specific march was for people that was just disenfranchised in general.
Yeah.
So that was a whole different conversation than just specifically for black people. He was just talking about poor people.
He's that type of nigga. Yeah, I know.
And to me, that's why I always found it very interesting that nobody brought up the fact that he had been talking about a lot of this stuff before, but all of a sudden now he needs to be taken out when he's talking about the collective of poor people. I was like, that's very interesting. Do they not want us to come up? Or do they not want poor people to come up?
In the feds, we probably didn't talk about the Fed files, but in the Fed files, all that shit was in there. He was talking about how he wanted reparations for every fucking body. No, I know that. This is history known. I'm not saying I was just throwing him.
This is why I say before they take me out, go get
the
money.
Word reparations.
Go get some money.
The word reparations. That's all I'm saying. Niggas.
They want niggas poor because when you poor, you eat McDonald's, and when you eat McDonald's, you don't think. That's why. They don't want you thinking.
They need to get these niggas these reparations. For sure.
They want you both.
Because niggas need it.
Get a bag. That's what I say. Get a bag.
And everybody can't get rich as fuck.
Okay. So now we spent a good 56 minutes on that shit.
Well, we talked about hella shit.
We did. But like you said, the conversation sounds like oppression. So I'm going to flip the script a little bit. I'm going to flip it up. Bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Reel it back. Did you see that new episode of Clevitus? My nigga. Did you see that shit?
I'm not even in the mood to talk about anime.
He said he ain't in the mood to talk about anime.
We too oppressed for this shit.
Who?
I just play. He said we too oppressed for this shit, nigga. Fuck all that. These niggas comparing this nigga to my niggas. I'm just playing.
That's what they do.
But
no, I get. But that's actually a good point though. What you just said. That's why I said that's why I'm so disappointed in my generation, and my generation specifically does need to speak up a little bit more because it seems like I said, I don't know, maybe they don't, and maybe I need to start talking for these niggas more because I just didn't see it a lot where I was at, but then again, I haven't been a lot of places outside of St. Louis, so maybe that's also my problem too.
Yeah. But
a lot of people my age, bro, I don't hear them telling people your age and telling the rest of the world, hey, we've seen this play before. We're not gonna let y'all play into the play.
I honestly
but we have seen this play before. We see what y'all do because, like I said, I know why they keep comparing.
I'm not trying to shit on millennials. I'm not saying this. I'm not really cool with a lot of people your age.
Some of them niggas.
I'm not really cool. I'm not really cool. I'm not really cool with them for the simple fact that I feel like I just don't connect to the way they think. A lot of millennials. I feel like a lot of Gen Z is telling we've been through this before. Let's do something.
I can see that. I can't. Like I said, unfortunately,
especially my age group, but we like millennial and Gen Zs, so we different.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I can't necessarily even argue that for real, because I was a really, really lonely kid. Because I didn't want to. I was tired of talking. I didn't want to talk. I was talking about this shit when I was in elementary school. It's niggas that know me to this day that remember that was used to be my favorite word. Like I used to say it as a joke all the time in high school. I mean, in elementary school, because I went to Coldwater and there was a bunch of white people in there. And every 5 minutes I would say, "That's racist. And this shit racist. And this shit racist." Every time, every 5 seconds, I was saying that shit. Niggas, I was different.
You know how long it was? So I was in this class with a white man. I can't even be mad
at what you saying because it was a lot of niggas in my generation.
But my mama, people above you. What the fuck, mama name? Mama Jenny. X. Is it X? I went to fucking white school. She was around racists, so she was around racism and shit. I didn't have that shit. And then by the time I went to Hazelwood Central, it was a lot of niggas there. By the time it was a lot of niggas that moved there way. I got to Hazelwood Central like 2016.
I remember when it was segregated.
It was segregated. It's segregated every fucking where.
Well, not. Let me not say that. It kind of was, but it was more. It was a psychological thing. I realized it was a psychological thing because when I first got to Hazelwood Central, my first day, and when I went to the cafeteria, you could see different groups of niggas at their tables. Yeah. Niggas wasn't commingling. It was, these are the Asians, these are the black people, these are the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? These are the gangsters. These are the jocks.
Like that
it's obvious. That's why when you go back and look at a lot of 90s movies, it's so blatant who's who. Because that's how it really,
how it
kind of
really
was.
is. Yeah.
It was like, yeah, these niggas don't
It's like that
fuck with.
to this day. Like niggas, don't. I mean, it's more diverse now, probably. But when I was there 10 years ago, the niggas table was the nigga table. Even the gay table.
See, I sound like a hater because I get what you're saying, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think it's diverse. I think what happened is all y'all start imitating black culture, so y'all think it's diverse. That's what I started seeing. I started seeing when I was in high school. I started seeing a lot of people come in
Yeah.
and start imitating nigga shit.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
I ain't saying that people didn't come in with their own cultures and shit like that because niggas always been cool.
Who got culture?
I never liked that neither.
Who we talking about? Who came in with their own cultures?
Any type of I'm trying not to say.
Who we talking about?
Nobody's.
Because we brought it down. We got to bring it down. We got to get it tailed.
You know
Because who we talking about? Because it's a lot of white boys. Why are we calling this boy white boy? He act black. Because remember all the black boy, all the white. It was always that one white boy in the hood with the niggas.
So
and he called that boy white boy. He act like the niggas. It was a lot of those growing up.
That I gotta get on my generation again, bro. So this is what happened. Niggas would get popular and start using white people and or just somebody of a different race as a point of achievement. So the niggas with the white girls was doing better than the niggas who dated black girls.
Oh hell no.
Now, whether they want to believe that or not, whether niggas want to act like that was a real thing or not, I absolutely know it was a thing because I remember what conversations me and my niggas was having amongst each other, and I remember how y'all was saying Red Bones was better than everybody else. I'm like, well, most of them are stupid.
I remember that. Like where it was a colorist thing,
whether y'all wanted that or not.
Yeah.
And I also remember
niggas doing what I just said. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody is a rapper, somebody talented, and got to produce over her, and then these niggas is hype, man. It's like, okay, we cool, and then
I also saw you niggas get popular. And then I saw you niggas start dating white girls. And then I seen you niggas pop pills. Where the fuck the pills come from? Oh, I'm hanging with you niggas. They came from the white girls because the white girl get it from her daddy or her uncle. But you the rock star. You the one that's the main nigga. So everybody just, they just kind of around. They dealing with it. They putting up with shit. Doing shit. And I watch y'all mentals fall apart. And your group fall apart. And all this shit that y'all build, all talent, pure talent and community, because that's what it was, fall apart.
Damn.
Because you want to impress somebody.
I really understand what you going with your generation though. I just don't relate to that.
I didn't. That's why a lot of people ask me like, why I don't like my age. It's either somebody that's younger than me or older than me.
See why?
Them niggas was, but my thing was I didn't want to hate them. I needed to understand them. That's why I came up with the idea of the county cliques. Like even when I came up with this when I was like in elementary school because I didn't understand why y'all was acting like that.
I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like we having these conversations. We're on the computer. Like we got that. Like it's right here. So what's the problem? And that's when I started realizing that niggas don't give
their mentality and who they are enough credit. They don't give their brains and their psyches enough credit. Because if you did, you would realize, yeah, you just talking. You need to sit down. You need therapy. You need help. Because you just talking. Because you in this barbershop talking this hot shit, making it seem like you just so smart in front of all of these people. Whole time you hating on the nigga that own the building. And your homie ain't paid you for his booth rent and hellas. And he think this shit cool. Like, bro, it's like, what are we doing to each other? It's like, okay, at this point, and that's, like I said, that's why I get sick of millennials, because millennials they want validation so fucking bad. It's so goddamn annoying. They want validation so goddamn bad, they'll either do everything that y'all do or try to act like they old. Which is why I understand why don't nobody like to rock with millennials like that. They so wishy-washy. It's so fucking wishy-washy. They just everything.
Damn, I ain't thinking like that.
They just, because everything is either cool or, you know what I'm saying? This, I'm trying to be, nigga, who are you? What do you like? And the crazy part is I know why they do that. Nobody has ever, a lot of people in my generation have been so broke for so long and been struggling to get somewhere for so fucking long. They've never had time to sit down to figure any of this out, to figure themselves out, to sit with the bullshit that they've actually done and been through. They refuse to. They gotta go to work tomorrow. They gotta take care of this kid that they didn't mean to have. And can't even go through that time. Like, you're sad about my generation. They're sad about that. They can't handle it the way the younger generation or the older generation can. Like, when they made that mistake of having a child, like, they're devastated in the inside. I know some of them are. A lot of them are. And they have yet to sit still long enough to actually deal with it.
Wow.
And that's why they running around bullshitting every time they having a conversation. Bullshitting every time they get on fucking TikTok. And all this dumbass conversation these niggas have. These niggas is ridiculous. And they've been ridiculous. They've been doing this. They've been pointing fingers and saying it's this person, it's this person, it's this person. And the older generation just been like, I guess. Well, we told them.
We told them.
I don't know.
You hella fucking funny. That ass though.
And the crazy part is I be looking at them like, nigga, you ain't tell us shit. Because the whole time, a lot of the older people are having conversations with niggas like me. They not talking to everybody. They don't like talking to the young niggas. They don't like talking to the street niggas. They don't like talking to the wild niggas. So they don't understand. Yeah, most of the time it is. Most of the time it is. Because a lot of, like I said, it's a lot more of young thugs in the world than people would like to admit. The reason why I was able to understand that conversation is because like I said, I don't go off of what I think I know. At this point, at 35, I'm not doing that no more. What I think I know, fuck that. What I saw was a conversation I've had a million times. I've seen that happen a million times. I know exactly what the fuck he's going through. He ain't fooling me. He ain't fooling me. I'm not even finna go there because I know what's going on. And my partner needs some therapy. My boy needs some help. All of them do. But it looked like some of them did. Some of them look like they, you know what I'm saying, did what they need to do. So, whatever. But, yeah, you hurt, my G. It's been 2 years, and you said this first time you sat down and talked about it. That's not healthy. That's not good. And there's too much information available for you not to know that. At this point. Yes, we deserve reparations. Yes, we are still disenfranchised. Yes, it's hard for us to find jobs. But it's certain people in certain situations where it's like, fam, come on now. You got to start giving yourself a little bit more credit. And the reason why we don't is because that millennial, that's the line that's fucking up right now. Because we still devastated with ourselves. We still not accepting who we are. And now the next generation just think they know who they are. And we got the audacity to keep telling them, you don't know who you are. Nigga, neither do you.
I'm trying to get rich, bro.
So we.
And I feel like niggas I'm around.
Yeah.
I don't be around niggas. If I'm around you, you gotta be doing something.
But see, a part of that is our fault, bro. The older generations need to start taking responsibility for what they did. And if there ain't nobody else gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. My generation didn't do it. We sat there and talked about how we used to go outside. We did the same thing that we doing now. Oh man, we used to go outside when the street lights come on. So why did we stop? Why do you keep saying what we used to do? My generation is full of a bunch of motherfuckers that say what we used to do. I mean, we used to do this. Didn't do it. And like, you sitting here talking about how bad these kids are online, and you just gave your kid a tablet. Man, these niggas is retarded. What?
You hella funny, bro.
What are you talking about? When was the last time you played football with your son, my nigga? But you saying he ain't as tough as you. What do you mean? That's weird. That is weird.
He ain't gonna grow up playing Killer Man like us, nigga.
He can if you teach him. I'm like, my generation, bro, it be pissing me off.
Generation. Damn,
yes.
Y'all kill Killer Man. Why y'all ain't pass Killer Man down to y'all kids? Fuck wrong with y'all niggas.
Because a lot of us got ran in the house.
Damn.
A lot of us got ran in the house. Either you was too street and got locked up and you went in the house, or you started realizing that everybody outside wanted to be street, so you went in the house. That's why people be quick to go to the club, because ain't shit else outside. And it was like, nigga, it used to be a lot of shit outside. All your people used to be outside. You used to know these motherfuckers. No, they not.
Everybody got shot in their face to be the worst species, like Donald Trump said.
I'm sitting right here.
Me too. Shit.
So what are these niggas talking about when they say that online? I be seeing niggas that I went to school with say that dumbass shit.
And
I'm
they
sitting right
listen
here.
to the bullshit.
Nobody called me and checked on me.
President of the world literally said these black kids are born to be vicious savages. They kill. He literally just said this the other day.
Your mama.
The other day.
Whatever. Fuck them.
So niggas like, oh, these niggas is savages. These niggas
they be going with it. They be running with that shit. See, but the crazy, but the fucked up, but you know what's fucked up? A lot of my generation got it from the generation before them too, because I don't think some of the generation before us thought that they was gonna live this long. Oh, wow. And I ain't talking about my sisters. I'm talking about my parents.
They go wait.
And then some of their parents.
Where were they born?
We're 50s.
That's like my TT now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they thought they was gonna live this long. And I wholeheartedly believe that, especially when I grew up, like when I think about the 30-year-olds of my time. Like this was I don't even look like none of them niggas. Nowhere near. And there's a lot of my generation that don't look like none of them niggas. Like, but the people who do, now here's something they do. The people who do was kind of living like that.
What you mean living like that?
They live like the motherfuckers who was moving like that. So for me now, that's why I'm like, well, that's why to me, a lot of my generation, they be looking like they cook, because it's like you just turn into your parents. You turn into them same old angry motherfuckers that ain't talking about shit. Yeah. All the while talking shit to them the whole time when we was in our 20s to me about it. And you just turned into them. You still ain't sitting down and talking to nobody. You still ain't listening. You still ain't trying to critically think about nothing. You still quick to attack. Talking about all these people on the internet, acting like everybody in the comments is a bunch of kids. Nah, some of you niggas is grown. Some of you niggas in the comment section be grown as a motherfucker. What the fuck is you doing? Like, who, like, y'all not, bro. See? Who the fuck? My thing is, motherfuckers my generation is doing the same thing that I don't know what happened to the generation before me and my parents. Like, I think they just got tired and exhausted. That's what I think happened. I think they just got exhausted. Yeah, too much shit going on. And by the time they realized that we had this type of consciousness, nigga, we was 30. So now I'm having conversations with motherfuckers my age where they like, man, my parents fucked up. They ain't teach me financial literacy. My nigga. What are you talking about? How do you even know that word? Like, most of our parents and grandparents that are from the 40s and 50s, when we be trying to talk that cash shit, sound like cash shit. Cause like I said, we talking. First of all, most of these niggas is talking. They not getting together with their friends and actually doing the shit. They're talking. They're trying to sound impressive to motherfuckers. I know that because niggas have told me that. Man, I used to stand in front of my family and say big words and they was always impressed. Did you know what the fuck they meant? Did you know what the word meant? Could you use it in a sentence? And I do you one better. Could you teach it to them? Because that's the one thing that I found very, very interesting about niggas coming out of the 90s to the 2000s. They love being informed, hated to teach a motherfucker anything. You refuse to oh, absolutely. That's woke. That's why I don't like people saying that grand rising shit to me. Don't talk to me about it, because I know where that came from. That shit y'all used to do back in the day that y'all used to use just to make yourself feel superior to the next nigga. That I don't give a. That's why niggas don't give a fuck. That's why we stopped giving a fuck.
So fuck Grand Rising.
Yeah, fuck y'all niggas. Because what happened was y'all started talking down on niggas, and that's why I was always so on the fence with everything and just became my own person. Now it was a very difficult thing to do, but that's why I never listened to niggas, because what they used to do is because everything was still segregated, when you used to go in certain circles and you would find out just who people really was. And that's why for me, it was real hard for me to stay in the anime community. Some of you niggas was like really weirdo. Like some of you niggas was losers. Like as a human, fuck the shit that we have in common. As a person, you a shitty person. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm over here and it's, oh wait, you a shitty person. It's like, oh okay, damn, you niggas just shitty people. Like that ain't got nothing to do with them. And you're blaming it on, oh well, it's just the way of the world. No, it's not. It's not the way of the fucking world. You didn't have to take that. Like you didn't have to do that. We could have went and did something else. And niggas will come back and be like, bro, I've had conversations with these dumbass niggas. I had the conversations with them. That's the whole reason why I was not in the stars for me to be a street nigga. Because when they came to me telling me that dumb ass shit, I'm like, bro, huh? What does that mean? They could never make it make sense to me. They could never make it make sense. I'm like, bro, what does that mean? Man, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. No, I don't. Well, how is it? I don't explain it to me. And the fucked up part is because I was just a why kid. I always was like that. Like, why? Like, you got to tell me what's going on. And I just grew up like that. I guess it just never went away. Like, you can't just tell me some shit and expect me to just be like, oh, for real? Okay. And if I do, I just assumed you lying. Like, because what? What does that mean? Like, explain yourself. And then I started realizing that the average person hates explaining themselves, because I was saying that to everybody, and most people would not explain themselves. And then I started realizing, oh, everybody hates to be a teacher. Like, because if you want to teach somebody something and they say they don't understand it, then you have to find a way to make them understand it. And I don't even think people want even care to do that.
It's hard to raise a kid if you don't elaborate things to anybody.
Which is why I even more think that shit is weird, that people don't like to articulate themselves. But then I started realizing, oh, you don't do that at home with your kid either. That's why when they grow up, they act like that.
I like to break everything down to my child. I tell her as much as I can. And I'm gonna do it like you're a baby because you're a baby. I guess it's different with grown men. I can kind of see why. I understand.
Yeah, because you've been talking to them like that since they was a baby. Yeah. And now they just grown ass fucking kids. But you had a lot of people, you had a lot of black people were very direct with their kids.
What you mean?
That's why niggas always be trying to keep it real. Because a lot of black people were always mostly very direct with their kids back in the day. You know, whether people want to admit it or not, we just didn't know how to compartmentalize our feelings, because nobody taught us how to properly use our feelings. And we grew up in a time where you kind of need your feelings more than you need, I don't know, guess rational thought, maybe. You kind of need, because, see, I don't want to say it like that because that sounds gay, but
Okay. With your feelings.
But you not understanding your feelings is why a lot of people can't articulate where they're coming from.
They act like we invented fucking mental health.
We did, kind of. I mean, because they wouldn't even, because what they're saying, what I'm saying right now, they would never say.
Yeah, for shit though. For shit.
And I'm not a therapist. I just pay attention to people.
Mental health didn't start mattering until when? Until we start moving into the suburbs. And now little white kids is teaching little black kids how to call CPS on their parents. So now you have to figure out a different way to parent. Because before, I don't think nobody was really complaining about getting ass whoopings like that. Not really. Yeah, because they make it seem like it was making people angry, but most old heads they not, most old heads don't argue with you. Like, and not like on no, you better do what I say. It's not like that. It's just a presence. It's just an energy. It's just bro, we don't do that. Like, I don't go back and forth. Sure.
And yeah, maybe when they were younger, they might have had to knock a nigga out or two or whatever. But yeah, that's how you earn that energy. You know, you knocked a nigga out, and you know what it feels like to be knocked out.
You said like you earn that energy. You unlock energy by experiencing KOs.
And I think what happened was the generation kind of got flipped where niggas started getting mentally knocked out, and they didn't know what to do about that because they've been taking physical blows for a long time. So now you got my generation that's just whining because they ain't getting beat on mentally forever. And that's why you got a lot of niggas that be like on podcasts whining, you know what I'm saying, on the internet whining.
A lot of us had our parents burn, and you can get over that shit. You gotta learn how to forgive yourself, forgive your parents first. I see motherfuckers around like still beating up themselves up, giving themselves excuses and shit. But it is what it is. Like you gotta let that shit go.
That's why. That's why I say. That's the only reason why I say reparations wouldn't be a good idea right now. Not saying it wouldn't be a good idea. Niggas need to heal first. Otherwise, we gonna squander that shit.
Give me reparations right fucking now. I disagree with his statements. Reparations now.
Shit, cooked.
Damn, I should look at this shit. Reparations now, y'all. Straight up. 50
Cooked.
years ago, 60 years ago. Fuck wrong with y'all, man. Y'all can do it the Martin Luther King way too. Y'all can get to the folk too. Everybody should have an equal band.
As far as reparations, I wouldn't want no money. I want them to just make the playing field fair. That's all. It just you know, as far as like public government systems and like stuff like that, just make all that shit fair. You know, and they know what they doing and not doing. Like all of that shit behind DI and all that other stupid ass shit they be talking about. Like, bro, just make that shit fair.
That shit America's financial issue. That nigga Donald Trump the president because he's rich, bro.
It ain't that easy.
What else brought him up that besides money?
Stupid people. People being stupid. People not critically thinking.
For shit.
It ain't just him being rich. It ain't that easy.
Yeah. Him being rich is that easy.
Because he wasn't rich. See, that's the thing. Because he wasn't rich.
Where?
When he became president, the first
He
time.
always been debt. He always been.
Yeah, he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't rich. He's broke. He was super broke.
So you telling me niggas weren't sending him giving him money?
When it started working, yeah. But all of that shit was flashing lights. That was mirrors and just random shit. That was him just pull up on shit, saying, "Hey, I got this," and he didn't have shit. He's just lying. And then as it started working, people started like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
just like people do the same thing with rapping. But people do the same thing with rapping. Like it's the same shit. It's like you go get your own little followers, you get the shit out the mud, and then we get niggas get signed every day, B. Like, yeah, absolutely. Niggas, and it be niggas who can't spell. Like, how many rappers do we know that get on and ain't a lick of nothing? Ain't got a quarter of sense.
Donald Trump lied his way through everything and he got a bag. That's all. Like you said, he deceived a lot of people, and he had everybody around him with the bag, and he made them a lot of lies, promises as well to give them more bag. Yeah, so that's kind of what just happened.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Think he getting the bag from Putin?
I mean,
that's getting put real quick. See Donald Trump getting the bag from Putin?
Getting a bag from him? In what aspect? Like,
fuck your cracker game.
I don't think it would be that simple. He probably doing it in a form like a favor or some shit like that. I don't know if it'll be the money, but I get it probably.
And what kind of favors you think he doing?
Who knows? Who knows? That's about my pay grade.
See, when I say shit like this, motherfucker, call me radicals and shit, but I believe he helps him with the power he has. We say he broke, we know he broke. We know he's not a good businessman.
Mm-hmm.
We know this nigga's a felon. We know he's fighting every charge in the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
We know he was with Epstein, Like, we know all this shit,
right.
And that shit really matters. Because he still has the power. And he still has the ability to talk to these motherfuckers and negotiate with these motherfuckers. And when you negotiate with some motherfuckers, you know what you're talking. So if he's so fucking broke, how is he negotiating with every motherfucking body in the motherfucking world?
Because
he getting that dirty money.
Because psychology is a motherfucker, bro.
He getting that dirty money. He got that dirty money to play with, nigga. He's the biggest fucking mobster, criminal gangster ever in white history, right wing history, nigga. It's not fucking Donald Trump. Niggas a dumb.
Y'all be giving this
That's
nigga
how
way
you-
too much
that's how
credit.
you
Y'all be
get
saying like,
shit.
y'all announcing this nigga like he finna come out for the WWE match. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Who the fuck he is, the main fucking villain. He's the main fucking villain. He branches off niggas like Christian Kirk. Nigga, I talk about Kirk. Now he's motherfucking martyr and shit. Now he's a fucking white martyr. A MAGA martyr.
Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, but we haven't seen this before, so.
Yeah, of course. Always.
So, in the meantime, what are we doing?
Elect some new niggas, bro.
Holler at them in 4 years then. So, in the meantime, between time of them 4 years.
Exactly. I ain't gonna fake it. Like I said, I'm with the business of protesting the Congress and shit. We should do more than that.
You said who
We
did
should
what?
be protesting it. Stand up against all this bullshit for real. We should be protesting and stand up against all this shit. We shouldn't be doing shit. Like, we ain't been doing shit for real. Like, I've been seeing more billionaires going down there than
I have my theories on that.
protest.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, nigga, you got fucking everything.
That's true. I don't know.
Protest
I think that would be
theory.
considered a. I think that would be considered a philosopher by definition. I think, but yeah, just questioning shit. That's all. I just, whatever. I ain't cause nah,
Well,
they
what do
not
you
gonna
think would
get
happen
me.
if we
They
had a
not gonna get
platform
me.
like if we had a continent or a speed that was openly like, hey, an open activist that spoke against, everything that's happening openly, nonstop, and invest into it, like put money into, you know, politicians who go against racism and fascism and independents or Democrat, like let's say anything, we have examples. Independent or Democrat, they invest into. Let's say we do, do stuff like that, then how do you think that would go as far as that individual person? Like, how do you think they'll accomplish that goal? Do you think they'll go well?
I think it depends on the person. I do have faith in humanity as a whole, so I do believe that there are probably some people out there. Which is why I would much prefer to focus on like getting to the point where I could figure out who those people are, because there's people that we see online, and then there's people who are in real life. So, and and that can be said about anybody, even us. Like, it could be a personality that we give off online. They can be completely different than who we are in real life. So, even with that being said, I would genuinely like to get to in a position to where I could find out. So that way I know who to look at, invest in, and this, that, and the other. Because a lot of the stuff people do subconsciously or unconsciously, you don't know what whoever is doing. I always say shots at McDonald's. I need to stop doing that. They gonna fuck around and sue me. But because I was just gonna say McDonald's just because I just don't like them. Like, I just don't. Like, I just don't. But this is so bad for the community. I just don't. But it's just like, but shit like that. It's just like what are we talking? Like, I just no, just no. You could just know. You could just know anything else. Like just little things. That's the stuff that I'd be looking for. But on a larger scale, like I say, I still believe that at some point in life you get to a point where, like I say, when you're moving up the scale, let's say you do get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, it's like a constant or whatever. I think you get to a point where you start realizing, bro, everybody, like, you still need your mental together once you get to this point, because there are so people that are at this point as well, because they wanted to just get to this point, which is having the money, and they still don't have their mental together, where it's like you still feel like genuinely you can't do anything.
You get your mental together, then you do everything you're supposed to do.
No, but I'm saying that because when you realize that you know what I'm saying, hey, I wanna do something politically, but then you get a politician, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you start investing in one of the politicians just here in Missouri, and it's one of your friends. Let's say it's somebody that you close with, it's one of your friends, and then they get in there, and then they get to telling you about all of this shit that's really going on. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's not that to not do that. I'm not saying don't do that. Like, get somebody in there, you know what I'm saying, that helps you or whatever. But I'm saying, even on a larger scale than that, I'm more so concerned about the fact that it's a bunch of people already in there who mentals are not together. So as a whole, niggas need to we need to overly focus on mental health right now. Because if we do that, then people are going to start, like, you're going to have less excuses of why you acting like that and why you doing it. Because you're going to have to explain. You're going to have to understand. First, like I said, for the longest, they've been making niggas angry for the longest. This is why I refuse to get angry anymore. This is why I don't let certain things entice me to get angry anymore. Because I know that's what y'all do. You're doing it on purpose. And y'all run everything. They've been running the media. They've been running this. They've been running that. They've been saying that shit. Like, that don't, whatever. I know why y'all overly talking about him over than talking y'all about the other people. I've seen this play before. So in the meantime, what am I doing? Is even like because let's say I do have a dying desire to fix this, to do something about it, to be passionate behind all of the problems, the Donald Trump, the whatever. Cool. What am I doing as an individual to fight that system like, what moves am I making specifically every single day to do that? And that's why for the longest, I've always been just how I am. Because to me, those are like, if I can't fix that, even if I don't agree with voting, I can help my brother. I can help that nigga. I can help somebody that looks like me. You saw me stand in front of the store and go off on the fucking police for the homeless man because he looked like me. I'm physically doing things. That's just how I'm moving and how I'm living every day. So I want black people as a whole to realize that I don't even think that they think like that. And I understand why. A lot of us are miserably fucked up, and you don't know what them young niggas is over there doing. But I also have seen people who just like had conversations. I've seen it. I've been there. I've done it. So I can't sit up here and say you can't talk to none of these niggas. I'm not finna. I can't be one of them people. Yeah. To just agree with certain narratives that I'm starting to realize, like, oh, okay, I see where y'all got that from.
That's why I'm an activist that do that, and I'm set up for black folks, but I'm also I will talk to niggas. Like I will dead serious. Like I actually do want to do like some kind of. I want to talk to you people. Like dead serious. Just like I know. Like you said, we gotta teach people. Like we gotta teach. We gotta have the ability to teach. I want to teach you.
Niggas gotta want to learn. That's the other side of it.
They gonna learn today.
This is why my generation was so cooked, because I started realizing from a lot of my friends why I got cooler with their parents than I was with them. Them niggas really don't listen. I did. And the only reason I did listen is because I was such a wide kid. I'm not finna keep talking over you and doing this, that, and the other. Like, I genuinely want to know. Like, I knew that's who I was a white kid. So if you answer me, I'm gonna listen to what you said. So, and I think that's why I gravitated towards a lot of older people when I was younger, because they knew I was listening. And then they started thinking, oh, well, and that's why I started getting offended a lot, because they would talk about young people as if they're not talking to a young person that don't act like that. And I'm listening to all of this. Like, I'm listening to people my age, like, oh, well, they don't listen, you know what I'm saying? We just doing this, that, and that. And I'm like, bro, we could be like, you saying we still disenfranchised and everybody y'all got newer phones than me, and I got both my parents. Like, what are we talking about? All y'all got better phones than me. What? Like, y'all get all of the newest games. Every 2K that come out, y'all got. Every new J, y'all got. I don't have none of this shit. I got both my parents. Like, wait. I'm confused. So is it the material things, or is it something else? And then that's when I started realizing people ain't even listening to what they saying. They're not listening. Like, people don't sit down and sit still. That's really what it is. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it is. So, like I said, it gets to a point where it's like, well, once you realize that people ain't sitting still, people ain't listening, and that's what's going on, and then some of them been raised like that. Some of them, it's like a lot of older people get to the point where it's like, yeah, I got the information, I got the knowledge, but do you want to know? Because if you want to know, you'll show me. You won't be talking. you'll like act like it. And that's what I had to realize, because that's why a lot of people wasn't fucking with me, because I was just talking. I realized that about the music shit. I was like, oh, I'm like, why people don't? I'm like, I know the information is right. Why people ain't doing it? I was just talking. I wasn't doing anything. You got to do something. So I'm like, okay, that's the difference. It took a minute, but better late than never. Shit, which some old person was saying. Look, they've been living longer than me, so I'd rather listen to them than motherfuckers my age. But I've always been like that. Motherfuckers my age been alive as long as I have. I'm not listening to y'all. Like, I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to people who. In what aspect is highly educated mean though?
They read a lot of books. They know a lot of things like business wise, life wise, just mental wise. Like
for sure.
The things we talk about, like credit wise, like the things we talk about. Like
absolutely.
Some people,
absolutely.
You know, some parents, like what you think, like Blue Ivy can be like.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. There's a lot of those. There's a lot more of those now. There was a lot of those when in my generation. I think that's why we so like kind of retarded. But that's why you see a lot of people looking at the Young Thug situation and saying it's the end. Like I'm noticing, like, because I've been listening to humans. Who? What did I say? No, I didn't. I said Young Thug. I did. Whatever. Oh, my bad.
Just trolling y'all. Just trolling.
I'll bleep it out. Whatever. They so sensitive. Jesus. Anywho.
So, I understand y'all. Look at that.
So I'm sorry. I apologize. I ain't trying to offend nobody. I promise you I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm from a time, man. I'm from a different time. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm from a different time. But y'all want me to be understanding. See, that's not fair. This is why people need therapy. Y'all want me to be understanding, but y'all not understanding to me. That ain't fair. I need some understanding. Why I can't get no understanding, but everybody wants some understanding. No, it got to be fair understanding. We got to be 50-50 with the understanding. Yeah. I need some understanding. Yeah.
You can say it sometimes.
Nah. I ain't gonna say. I'm sorry. I gotta get. It is certain stuff that I gotta get out of my vocabulary because it's just been there.
It's anime Thursday. You catch up on that song yet?
Nah, he want to talk about anime. So okay. So I've gotten to. They in South America. Where did the mountain girl come from? She just popped up on one episode. Am I true? Because I went back and looked at the episode like 3 times and bro, I started in like the middle of the last episode before that. Huh?
What mountain girl you talking about?
The one with the pumpkins.
The pumpkin head?
Yeah, the pumpkin head with the pumpkin head outfit or whatever. She had the fuzzy disease.
She been with that for a second, I thought.
Excuse me. I'm saying that's where I'm at. I'm saying, okay. Now she been with them for a little minute too now, but I'm trying to figure out, like, because I just seen it. Where did she come from?
What you mean?
Like, why did they stop?
Stop what?
Okay, so they running from the dude, right? Mm-hmm. And they got Xenos.
They got Xenos?
Yeah, they captured him already.
Okay, you getting there. Okay.
Okay, so they captured him already, right? And they just got past them. They got past them on the ship, right? They got the ship. They gone. They out of there, right? They found out where the damn, what's it called? The I can't say the P word, whatever it is. The beam, the little green beam. Mm-hmm. So they tried to figure out they trying to figure out where the green beam started from. And they was on the way. They did their calculations. They figured out it was in South America, the middle of South America. So they going to South America, right? They on the boat, and him, Chrome, and
they split up.
No, at first I'm saying before they even got there, they on the boat, right? They all in the room figuring out, you know what I'm saying, doing math shit with bubbles. So they figured it out, right? That's the whole episode. The next episode, they walking through the forest, and then the pumpkin girl show up, and she just so happened to know everything about geography. I ain't like that, bro. I didn't like that, bro. I get it, but I ain't like that. I fucks with it, but I'm like, what the fuck was? Where did she come from? They was just walking through. Why did you stop? Like, why did y'all stop? Y'all are on the run already, like, and just made this random ass stop. I don't know why. Like, that's why I said maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I gotta go back and read.
The series finale.
Am I like hellas behind? Cause they in the yeah, they in the South America.
They got him. They're getting chased by old dude.
Right?
Yeah, you're the end.
Okay. Okay,
I think
cool.
today's the finale. You almost up.
Okay, cool. See, I thought I was way behind. I thought I was like a season behind.
You watched the whole season?
Oh shit. No, I meant like another season.
No.
Oh yeah. I thought I was like a season behind.
You probably was. You watched season 3?
Yeah, I had to catch up. Yeah, I had to catch up. So I can know what was going on because I kept falling asleep and waking up on the dog fight when they was fighting the airplanes. So I didn't know what had happened before that. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, I'm like, bro, who are these people? Where the fuck did this happen? Like, so yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. That's what's up. Yeah. Top five.
Best fucking rotation ever, bro. I'm gonna miss the summer rotation in 2025.
Hold on, was that the season finale? Oh, okay.
I would think so. I would have been pissed. I don't think so. I think it's one episode. At least one episode.
Okay.
Fall from.
Wait, what? It's only one more episode.
At least one more. To be real, it's ending Saturday. I think World Mysteries in on Friday in Chinese.
So it's gonna say yeah. So I still got shit to watch. Yeah. Okay, cool.
My show done on. Last episode next week.
I only been putting up with it lately because they've been having some pretty good fights. So.
You can watch the country fights.
He be torturing me, bro. This nigga, he don't care nothing about me.
Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, this is why we talk about mental health so much, because black people do not support other people's mental health. They force you to watch shit like Dr. Don. So I'm talking about.
And then after that, we can't talk about that shit no more, okay? Damn.
This is what I'm talking about.
Now, actually, the first time he got his first one, they played baseball with the motherfucker. They threw it like a baseball pitch, and she swung and missed that bitch. So she was like, next time, I'm gonna hit that motherfucker. So they gonna do it this time, and she gonna hit that motherfucker. So they gotta go get it again. But after they get it again,
pause all of that.
It's the golden ball.
Somebody wrote that on a piece of paper.
Of course, in Japanese. Not cool, bro.
I will stick to you. You know what? I got a bone to pick with y'all niggas too. And I think I said this before, but I'm gonna keep talking about it. Cause it seemed like the show is starting to go down a little bit. But I'm like, bro, I think it's because y'all made that nigga walk and follow street signs.
Because why y'all just want to say the commander, bro?
What was that for? Like this.
Y'all must well call the Uber. You must well call the Uber.
Bruh. Literally, she'd call the Uber. He said he'd be here in 20 minutes, y'all. He literally had just got new powers. They did that on purpose. They be trying to force shit.
I feel like that same thing with Gotcha Yakuza.
Oh, yeah.
I like they kind of force the emotion.
Yeah.
These are decent shows. I'm not saying they're shitty shows.
So, never mind. Because I'm gonna sound like a hater. Never mind. I like the show. I think it's good.
It's a cool show.
It's good.
Number 8 too. I'm not saying they got show.
It is good. Yeah.
Number 8 good too.
Good. Yeah, and I'm watching it, so I can't talk shit. Well, I guess I can't talk shit because I'm watching it. But it's
Sakamoto Days got the emotion to it. They're not forcing that shit, just coming after you. You feel the fight.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about Sakamoto Days doing what some of them other ones have been doing, which is like rushing to explain a character so you can continue the storyline. Like you don't have to rush. To me, if the show's good, you shouldn't have to rush the explanation of the character. If the show is already good, don't like try to force me to hurry up along with the storyline because you want to rush and hurry up and get to who this character is. Because if this nigga die or if he just start doing random shit, I'm not gonna give a fuck. He's just gonna be, and he's probably gonna be annoying because he's just here. It's like, what are you here for? I don't really care about this person, and that's why I get what you're saying about. I thought it was called Gachiata.
Gachiaka.
I think it's how you.
I'm not good at this.
Yeah, I think I'm saying it right, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, that I think to your point with that show, it feels like they keep trying to throw characters in and like, here's this person, and here's this person, and here's this person, and here's this person. And it's like, who the fuck are like who are these people? And that's to me, that's what made Demon Slayer so good. You cared about the reason why this fight is so intense because you care about this character.
Demon
and you
Slayer.
understand the person who he's fighting too, so you care about them too. That dude that they fought on the train, you know, you like now you really want to know who this nigga. Like, first of all, he beat him. This intense ass fight of this dude who's clearly number one. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's so much meaning to why this person is who he is. Both of them.
Demon Slayer gave villains backgrounds and shit.
They gave all of them a storyline. And even Ryan Coogler said that about his villains. He was like, the best villains have story, like you understand who they are. And that, you know what I'm saying, that's from the big man himself. So you know what I'm saying? I agree with the man said. I agree with that on like on just a storytelling basis in general.
That's what makes Naruto so great.
I agree. Yeah, you care about the characters. You have their background. You know who they are in depth. Like you know why they act the way they act.
That's
it's like
Shippuden is so much. Shippuden basically
yeah.
It's like,
I can see that.
This nigga dying, you get background. This nigga died, you get his background.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z has always done a good job of doing that too. I haven't watched Super properly, so I can't speak on it. I'm gonna watch it. We really do. The way they act like they do. Some about it don't feel real.
By that time, the writing started to get way. We like to cap because we be low key acting like Dragon Ball Z don't have the same contradictions sometimes.
They do,
but they do because they try to pretend like Super is the first beginning of his contradictions. Now that nigga been contradicting himself. Remember the tails of this period. Where the tails go? Niggas ain't had tails no more.
Didn't they only have tails in GT? Which is not canon.
They jump. Alright. I'll be nice to you. I'll give it to you. I'm gonna say this canon to you. This is a different timeline, okay? Alright, I give you that. I'll let y'all
in a different timeline.
Agree with us. Say this canon. How y'all did it, Kira.
It's crazy.
But anyway, he agreed with a few character designs, so I guess it's canon. It's not in his fucking book though. But even in his mangas though, he was contradicting himself in his mangas, and he's been kind of
different times.
Writer. He admitted to forgetting about the tales, and he admitted to forgetting about Super Saiyan 2. Like how he is forgetting about shit that just happened, and he admitted that did he say it's crazy about the technique? Something crazy shit. I'm like, what? Like, like my nigga. And then he was like, man, I ain't go to sleep. Like, I just be up. Like, he's like, he don't go to sleep. He sleep like 4 hours a week. What? Yeah, I understand why you're making so many errors. Like, and as a writer, I really understand it. I'll be trying to sleep right too, bitch. Like, I'll be looking back like, nigga, what the fuck are you writing? Like, let me edit this real quick. Like, nigga, be contradicting himself, be forgetting shit, be mistaken and shit.
Yeah, somebody said, somebody said the other day, we living in an era now where we need to learn how to learn. And I'm like, damn, I think they had a good point. But when they were explaining it, they was just saying like, you need to learn how you learn so that way you can learn as much as you need to learn about whatever you need to learn. In so many words, I think that's what they were saying. Well, I think that's exactly what they said. But for example, let's say you have ADHD, which I do. Instead of just saying, I can't do this because I have ADHD. Say, well, I have to time things and write things down and schedule things in order for me to compartmentalize how I get things done because I have ADHD. So, and because it's like if you know that, then you'll understand how to, I guess, get shit done. I guess. So, but yeah, but I was just because I was just thinking about what you were saying, and I was just like, I think that's what being in a school setting. I think that's why being in a school setting is so like beneficial because when I was in college, that's the one thing I did love about college. When I was in college, I was able to physically see certain stuff and in certain dynamics where I'm like, oh, I get that. Like I really get it now because I'm able to like see it and like really understand it. And for me, like when it came to certain, especially when it came to certain music shit, it was just like, okay, I kind of can't do that. Like I know I saw it already. You know what I'm saying? It's like when somebody teaches you how to do something, like a mechanic how to do something. Like you can't not, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Come on now. Why are we using a hammer? Like it's not what you can't do that. It's not what that's for. Like okay, So but
why are we using a hammer?
but it's like understanding how to do what you do. I don't know. But shit, I would say shit. If you want to get that shit, I'll just take notes. That's what I should be doing. I don't do that shit my damn self. Actually, yes, I have. I've started doing that more. If you got an idea. I'm bad at that.
Me and my notes from my phone are best friends.
I
I got so much fucking notes on my fucking phone. Everything I think I got it right down quick. I won't forget shit.
Yeah.
I think of some shit, and that shit popped back in my head because some other shit came up.
Yeah. True.
So I write that shit down quick. Then I'll let it write it down and break it down later if I can. But if I got time, I will write it down and then break it down what I mean by it. What type of thoughts and summaries I can do by it. I like to be real disciplined with what I do. Because nigga, apparently the more words you write, the more bread you get. And currently I write a lot of words. So I'm trying to go further than that. Cause
I can see that.
they say like 1,500 words is cool. I do like 2,500. So I'm over that.
Matter of fact, that actually makes more sense.
So I'm trying to push through that over 3,000.
Cause you talking about the web novels, right?
The dude from What Mysteries, for example, he do like 6,000, 10,000 for a chapter.
So when you open up the website for the web novels, like do they charge you for that?
If you a premium contract, if you you gotta
Got it.
That's where the money come in.
Okay, so they get money from that, and then everybody else can be on there for free, right?
Yeah.
But then you can just put stuff on there, and it can still generate money if it gets enough.
Yes.
Okay. But they pay you per how many words you got.
What your contract is, no. They pay based on how much you make. That's probably how many views you get. These views are premium, your premium contract that they gotta buy it. So every view you get, that's pretty much your readers.
But you said if you write more words, you get.
Yeah, you get your contract. You get more money in your contract. Yeah.
Okay, so you can negotiate your contract based off how many words you write.
If you got hella words, hell yeah.
See, now I think the reason I was pointing that out because I would guess the reason why they do that is because the more words you have, the longer the person is going to stay on their website to read it.
Yeah.
And that's what they really want. They want people on their website. And the longer you stay on this website, the more money we have the potential to make. So, because then you get more views, you get more people on your stuff because they're reading it clearly, they're into it clearly. So now you're almost guaranteeing that we're going to get more business because they're going to come to this page to keep reading this thing. So that's why the more words you write, the more money we're going to give you. You're forcing the readers to be here longer because that's what it's all about, data and people being on people's websites. I need to own a fucking something.
That's like the biggest web. That's the good web novels, I guess.
Shit, if he, because I could imagine how he writing it. Like how that look and is it? That's interesting.
I wish I had his thoughts. I be wishing I be having these niggas' thoughts and stories. My story is just different. My thoughts is different. I ain't thinking his. I did it differently. But It's cool. He did it like 6-7 years before me.
That makes sense.
He wrote this shit up in 2019. He's like finished in 2019. Probably he just finished.
I can see that. What happened? Oh, that's what's up.
We 2 hours in. That's what's up. We had
Yeah, that was a good one. We probably should wrap it up. It's been hellish. So we will see y'all, good people. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or just want to hate, because you know that's what y'all do. No, I'm just kidding. Peace, love, and happiness. I would prefer for people to have more compassion for each other. That's all. But if you're a fascist, you know,
you're not cool.
Get some therapy.
You're not the person on the team.
And for any reason, go seek help. I don't care about what you're talking about. But anywho, but other than that, don't take a plea deal. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do crime. How about that?
Free Palestine.
That too. Speaking of crimes.
War crime.
Man.
Fuck Russia.
What they be saying on Lord of Mysteries? Praise the Lady?
Oh, yeah, praise the lady.
Yeah, praise the lady. Who is the lady though? Michelle Obama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even they try to say she a man.
What? Why?
She a black woman.
That's ridiculous.
Shame every black woman, bro.
Y'all need some. Please.
Some therapy.
Please get therapy, bro. All right. Let's see y'all on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.